Imagine this. You're seated at your workstation. Your mind is racing. 1,000 ideas, assaulting you like wild creatures. Bills to pay, messages to answer. That error you committed 3 years ago now seems extremely serious. You attempt to work, but you can't, because your mind is split into fragments, scattered, torn apart. You are locked in a contemporary jail, not of steel, but of distraction. But what if I told you there's a secret that few people know? A portal within your mind that may lead to absolute control. A mental weapon so potent, it may make you invincible. It's called focus and flow. And the reality is chilling. Society doesn't want you to uncover it, because a focused human is a dangerous human. A flowing mind is a liberated mind. Today, I'm going to show you how attention and flow are taken from you, and how you may steal them back. Chapter 1. The Thief of Your Mind. First, let's speak about focus. Focus is your capacity to direct your thoughts at one thing and keep it there. Simple, right? But look around. Look at your phone, your applications, your social media feeds. They are not created for your happiness. They are meant to steal your attention. There are scientists, paid millions, working every single day to make sure you never concentrate. They examine your thinking. They identify your vulnerabilities. And they construct traps. Infinite scrolling, autoplay videos, notifications buzzing like insects in your pocket. Every ding from your phone is a little, meticulously calculated assault on your brain. And every time you submit to it, you lose a bit of yourself. Not everything at once, but slowly, quietly, until you forget what it ever felt like to be free within your own brain. Real life example. Ever attempted to read a book for 30 minutes straight? Within 5 minutes, your hand itches to grab your phone. You don't even know why. You didn't plan it. It simply occurs. That's not an accident. That's a psychological trap, designed to fragment your attention, designed to own you. Chapter 2. Flow, the lost art of total immersion. Now let's proceed deeper. Let's speak about flow. Flow is a mystical condition. It's when you become one with the work. You lose track of time. You lose track of yourself. You're simply doing. Completely alive. Completely locked in. Artists sense it when they paint. Athletes experience it in the midst of a flawless game. Writers experience it when words flood forth like a river. Flow is where genuine life occurs. But here's the ugly truth. Most people never feel actual flow anymore. Because flow requires 3 things. Deep focus. No distractions. A challenge that's just challenging enough. And the world you live in? It's designed to ruin all 3. Relatable example. Think about the last time you fully lost yourself in something. Maybe you were playing music. Maybe you were making something with your hands. Or maybe you were simply sincerely listening to someone you liked. Remember how alive you felt? How acute your thinking was? How joyful you were without even trying? Now compare it to the sensation you get after perusing Instagram for an hour. Empty, foggy, anxious. You didn't relax. You were depleted. That's not your fault. That's by design. Chapter 3. How Society Manufactures Distraction. Let's get darker. Let's speak about the true adversary. In the 1950s, scientists investigated rats. They found something strange. If you give a rat a button that offers a slight shock of pleasure, the rat will push it over and over until it starves to death. Modern technology has transformed you become that rat. Every time you check your phone, a small hormone called dopamine squirts into your brain. Feels good for a second, then it fades, so you pursue it again. Scroll, tap, like, swipe. Each action is another push of the button. Each one drains a bit more of your capacity to concentrate. Each one takes you farther away from actual flow. And the firms that develop these apps, they know it. They investigate your brain chemistry. They perform tests on you without asking. You are a lab rat in their invisible cage. And the most horrifying part? You consented to it. Every time you press accept terms and conditions, you sign the deal. You granted them permission to hijack your mind. Chapter 4. The price you pay. You could think, so what? It's only a couple hours a day. No big deal. But here's the ugly reality. Without concentration, you can't build anything substantial. Without flow, you can't discover genuine happiness. Without attention, you have no power over your life. When you lose concentration, you don't only lose time. You lose your potential. You lose your future. You lose your soul. Relatable example. Ever complete a day when you accomplished nothing meaningful and felt horrible inside? That sensation isn't laziness. It's mourning. You're lamenting the death of the day that might have been. A day you'll never get back. Focus and flow aren't luxuries. They are vital for a fulfilling existence. Chapter 5. How to steal your mind back now. Here's the good news. You can fight back. You can take your thoughts out of their hands and back into your own. Here's how. 1. Build a fortress of focus. You must guard your intellect like a fortress under attack. Turn off all notifications. Not some. All of them. Put your phone in another room while you work. Not next to you. Not face down. Gone. Use programs that prevent distractions if you have to. There's no shame in employing weapons to combat weapons. 2. Train your focus like a muscle. Focus is not a given. It's a skill. You must practice. Start small. 5 minutes of serious work. Then 10. Then 20. Every time you resist the temptation to check your phone, you gain stronger. Every time you bear a little boredom without stimulation, you improve your thinking. 3. Chase flow, not cheap pleasure. When you sit down to work, seek for projects that are demanding yet attainable. Flow resides just on the brink of your capacity. Too easy, you grow bored. Too hard, you become irritated. Find the sweet spot. Set a clear aim. Work without interruption. And when you experience the first taste of flow, hold on to it like your life depends on it, because in many ways, it does. Chapter 6. Your mind reborn. Imagine a new future. You wake up and your mind is clear. You settle down to work and within minutes you're in the zone. Hours pass like minutes. You produce something you didn't even realize you were capable of. You feel alive. You feel strong. You feel liberated. That future is not a fiction. It's real. It's waiting for you. But it's not free. It must be earned. By combating the adversaries of concentration. By mastering the art of flow. By refusing to live like a rat pushing a pleasure button. Because here's the ultimate glorious truth. A concentrated mind is a liberated mind. And a flowing mind is an unstoppable force. They may steal many things from you. Your time, your money, your comfort. But if you preserve your focus, if you seek your flow, you will have something more valuable than gold. Yourself. And no one, not the algorithms, not the companies, nor the distractions, will ever be able to take it away. In a world begging for your attention, choosing to concentrate is an act of resistance. In a culture created to distract you, chasing flow is an act of bravery. You are not weak. You are not broken. You are not a slave. You are a mind, a will, a force of nature. Train your concentration. Chase your flow. Build your intellect into a weapon. And you will do what few ever do. You will live, not as a puppet, not as a prisoner, but as a fighter of your own destiny.